This was an old LMT motor that I assembled, and at the time I was making this version for EM Audio. It's a quad stack with a thinner top plate versus the triple stack that came the way they designed it, and then a thicker top plate, which I think was 30 millimeter. So this one is like standard 12 millimeter, 13 millimeter, which is like ½ inch. And the previous owner just fucking torched it. So you can still see some of the vapor from the inside of the former, from the aluminum where it vaporized. It shifted the top plate, but my worst fear came true, which was that I fixed the top plate, and I have a little, let's see if I can show them to you. Did I leave it in the other room? Shit. So I have these little, I don't know what to call them, shims left over from Concept. There's a bunch of them. I turn them down sometimes, like this one is for the lower base motor, which I got to do here, this 260 ounce Glen motor. And then, so anyways, it sits in there on top of the pole, and you're able to pop on the top plate without any real issues or having to do it like I show you, which is where you have to use, you know, like PVC shims and things like that over and over again. But so I tried to do this one real quick, and I went in there and zapped it because the magnets had actually become, this thing got so hot, the magnets had actually become demagnetized. I am still worried about the joints in between because, again, this thing got so hot, but again, there's no way to predict that. What I'm going to do though is I already grinded off the other. I had to remove the pole out, which when you get a pole shift, that's really hard to get out because it often will short at the top plate. And when they're connected like that, they're really, really, really powerful. So, but this one I already prepped at the bottom. And then this one I already prepped. So the other thing was the holes were not filled in. I do these columns full of epoxy just to kind of strengthen the in-between. So, but since now I have access to the bottom of the top plate, what I'm going to do is put a bead inside of here like that to help reinforce the top plate. I'll even put a bead on the outside just to keep it from shifting. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this back together, and then on the outside right here I will put another bead, because again, it's just one of those things where you want to salvage it, and he already paid. So for this one I charged him $50 for the shift fix and then $25 for the zap, and so we zapped it pretty good, but now it's like super live and a little bit more difficult to work with. But again, I don't recommend working with live magnets. And then here was the lower base one. If you can, leave the frame on it, because the frame gives you a little bit of leverage when you're pulling it off and on. This one was these are some ones that I made. I forget what, there's triple stack on these. Yeah, that's the magnets over there. I just gotta redo them. The guy really just blasted these with heat, and they separated. So I ended up swapping them out for, he said he could wait, so I'm gonna give him the GONZO Jr motors because they're basically the same price, and so he'll get those, excuse me, and they'll be bolted together. So it's better upgrade. So again, if I'm delayed or I fuck up, I have no problems being responsible for it because it's my fuck up. What I don't like is when people get demanding for little to no reason. It's like, you don't have to handle it that way. And also, I don't have to respond that way. I can always tell you to fuck off if I don't like you. Typically, I don't say that because I try to like everybody, but you know how that goes. So, but I got more stuff, but right now I just want to get this done. And I got a bunch of stuff I got to pack for Monday, so I've been working on that. Plus, I'm doing rework for Cicada to be done by Monday as well. So busy, busy, busy. Love you guys. Talk to you later.